What's up, guys? What's up? We are here. And this is going to look a little bit weird to you if you've been following the previous streams, but we are starting something new because last stream we were invited to join an SMP that was kicking up for Vault Hunters 3.18, and it starts tonight. So here I am on the server coming to you live for the first time. This is the Syndicate server, for those of you who are familiar with that group. And I am here inside of a desert. Now, this is a pretty big switch from what I was doing before. You can see spawns over here. This is where we got our start, and then I moved over here, and I'm kind of I'm rocking this area right now. In the village, everything I'm wearing except for the leather armor is something that I found. The leather armor I was gifted along with the shulker box and the sleeping bag. It's just like a little starter kit for joining the server. But I got pretty lucky with the stuff that I found. I found enough diamonds to make a sword. I found a diamond pickaxe that was fully assembled, a couple of enchanted books, and then also a bunch of villagers for me to use. I've got a little baby villager over here that's is growing up, which is why he is contained, so that way he will not because if you save them inside of the boxes, the baby villagers don't ever grow up. That way he'll be able to be a useful, grown, adult, job-bearing member of this villager, this village. Yeah. So this fort is something that I found. I did not build this, obviously. Like, I just joined this server maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, and then just marched around until I found a place to at least kick off. But, yeah, it is a nice-looking fort. I do not know what mod... I do not know what mod this fort comes from, but yeah, this was a great place for me to find, and I got off to a really, really nice start. I'm pretty excited about it. So, with that being said, I'm now, as we did the first time, on a hunt for chromatic iron. That's what I need. That's the first thing that I'm gonna go find, and I could do what I did last time and go down into the mines, and I could try to find something, but I think I'm going to do what I did at the end of my last stream. I'm just going to take a few doors and go down into some sort of a watery place and hope that I can find something there. So fortunately, this village will bless me with a number of doors that I can just take with me, so that way I do not have to make them myself. This will give me plenty to get started with. But yeah, I got a pretty solid start. This was a nice place to find. As soon as I jumped on the server, as Manly can confirm, I asked which direction people hadn't been, and then was like, yeah, I'm gonna go a different direction, so that way I can see some of the stuff that hasn't already been, claimed, or hasn't already been looted or gone through. So I went north, because everybody else had gone south or west or whatever. So I just went in a different direction and found something that was quite fortunate for me. So this looks to be like a bigger body of water, I'm hoping. But no, as soon as I sailed off, I immediately found another side. I know that one person that came across me found a coral reef to the north, so I guess I'll head that direction and see if I can find some chromatic iron out there. And if I don't find any, then we'll do the mining thing. I'm not against doing the mining thing. It's not my preference. It's not what I want to do. I would much rather just find some and get going, because I had just started off a series, and I want to get back to where I was pretty quick. The server is on a level 50 level cap, for those of you that are very familiar with Vault Hunters, or have watched other people's series. So you'll kind of understand that once we get to level 50, we will not be able to progress any further. We'll still be able to run vaults, we'll still be able to get loot, but I actually see this as like a big bonus. I voted because they made it a poll on in the group. I voted yes, I believe. I wanted to vote yes if I didn't actually place a vote for the level cap, because I think that would give me a good opportunity to get ready for higher level challenges. Dang, there is another... Kind of see the edges of like another village over there. That's nice. But we'll leave that one for someone else, because the server... I don't want to take all of the resources from the server. I want everybody to have a good, solid opportunity. But if anybody wants another village, there is one just to the east of that first desert village that is also a big desert village. And if nobody gets around to it, I'm sure that I will be able to make use of it. Looks like currently about 7 people online. Some people have already been vault diving. I am impressed by the people that got such a start, an immediate start. Ooh, there's a water temple over there. Respond. That water temple is nice. I believe that Aria Gaming is going to be over in this coral reef. May or may not have a base buddy, but I did get approached by Aria as they were going through my territory there at the desert. She said, I'm saying she as an assumption. Apologize if that's incorrect, but she said that she was going to yeah, see, there responded right there, planning on being in that coral reef. So I'm looking for like kind of the deepest part, because I'm hoping I'll find some caves. Okay, not yet. I do see a bit of light down there. So we'll check that out. Ooh, and a shipwreck. Nice. Should get those on my bar, too. Osmium. You're right, Cruiser. I have to use my water shenanigans. Mostly because I don't want to spend all night doing it again. The last time I was doing the chromatic iron hunt, I literally spent an entire stream looking for chromatic iron and did not want to do it again. Certus quartz. I mean, I'm too high right now. I wouldn't be able to find it here, because this is still like stone wool. Hey, thank you. Thanks for that reading. Oh. I will happily take the opportunity to keep myself well hydrated. That looks like... So that might be a bit of a ravine over there. Or maybe a cave. It's very lightly highlighted. So we'll look inside this shipwreck. And then we'll head back that direction and see if that is a little bit of a deeper spot. Oh, that one's already been looted. Can't blame, can't blame. So that probably means anything else in here has already been looted too. Okay, so Let's head back over to where we saw that little bit of a ravine. Yeah, there it is. I still think it's a little close to the surface, so I might not find anything in there, but I'm going to go take a look. Oh. Oh. Still a little bit too high. Seems like we might be unlucky, though, because this one's curving back up. But yeah, as I was saying before I got really distracted talking about, like, finding this chromatic iron and whatnot, one of the things that I think is great about having a level cap is that it enables you to really get yourself ready for the end game, or for the later parts of the game, right? The server currently has 3 caps planned, and then they will be uncapped or released by server-wide events. So that also means that we'll get to do something special with our server mates, which I'm also excited about. We also opted, there was another vote for reduced experience for up to level 50, I think. So far, that's all that we voted on. I don't know if we're going to uncap after that and go full experience, or if we are going to stick with the half and half, or the 50% experience. But I voted yes on that, or wanted to again if I didn't. So I'm in favor of that too, because I noticed in my single player that just playing on like normal and just going through the world, that I was rapidly hitting level stuff that was making it to where I was considering like saving resources. Right at the end of the last stream that I did, if you were there for it, bless you. But if you weren't, I'll tell you. I was thinking, oh, I should go ahead and make like a chest breaker. I should get like properly situated to start doing some of the looting more effectively. I had received several tips from a couple of people who were more experienced than me. And they had suggested some things, and I had taken them up on some of those suggestions. And then I was like, oh, well, okay, well, if I'm going to start being more, better, if I'm going to start being better about this, essentially, then I do need to go ahead and build some tools to, like, break open the chests and stuff. I had a few, like, jewel pouches that I hadn't used yet. But I ultimately decided not to, because I was like, oh, well, I'm level 17. At level 20, a new tool opens up, a new level of tools, so I can just wait till then. And that was my plan, is that I was just going to wait till then. So I kind of like the idea of having the lower experience for the first few levels, so that way you actually get the ability to kind of play around with some of the game mechanics that you might not otherwise play around with. So, I see both of the things as positive, and I'm going to embrace them. It does mean that I will have to flounder around and find a build that works with like less experience, or that it gets online sooner, or something along those lines. But the fortunate part about that is that I'm on a server with a bunch of people who are more experienced in Vault Hunters than I am. So hopefully I will be able to take knowledge from them and use it to benefit me. Hopefully I will get a lot of help from my server mates, is really what I'm saying. Yeah, thanks, Cruiser. But okay, so that one, that ravine did not yield a bunch of chromatic iron, unfortunately. So we'll go over here. There's another area I can see that's kind of lit up. And the second I got down here, I was like, actually, I think this is where, this is the first one that I went into. But we'll look around just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to come around here, and then it's going to start to loop back up. Yeah, and I can already see the outside. Okay, so yeah, that is a place that I already was. So let's grab our boat, and we'll just move around a little bit more. So let's see what's over here. It looks like the terrain sort of slopes down this direction, so we'll take a look this direction. See if it slopes down enough. Actually, I will. And then let me actually add one myself. Create waypoint. And of course, we'll have to make that dark aqua for our colors. Confirm. And then if I go to waypoints, I believe I can share it too. Aww. What's up, Faye? Got a gift sub too, nice. So this is looking a lot more positive anyways. I'm not at the point where I'm going to turn down diamonds either. Deep slate osmium. I mean, I am still too high. This is only -2, but this is looking like a lot more positive. This is the correct direction. So we just need to find slightly deeper areas. That's definitely, it's the right direction, but not enough of it. Dang. Coming over that crest and seeing it going backwards. Oh. I'm so hopeful. Yeah, I think I'm still too high. I'm pretty sure that I read that it spawns at a 20? So I'm still too high, unfortunately. Not a deep enough cave area. That's service quartz. And I would say... So, hi, Faye. We are looking for chromatic iron, which you may or may not remember is what we were looking for before on one of the previous streams. Ooh. Well, that looks a lot more positive. This is a massive cave. Out of nowhere. But yeah, I was invited to join an SMP, so I'm, I kind of had to start over, but that's kind of okay. But it does mean that I'm now looking for that same material again. Oh. And I mean, I'm generally looking for just like stuff in general, because I have nothing at the moment. Oh. And to not die is also super cool. If I can somehow make that work, that'd be great. But yeah, chromatic iron, that's the main material, but also, like, if I find some diamonds and stuff, like, I have leather armor at the moment. Oh, my goodness. That's right, I still panic when I see creepers and try really hard to dodge backwards. I've been playing a game lately that has, like, an active dodge mechanic. Which I mean, like, I guess that's not even that crazy for me to say. I do play games like that quite a lot, actually. But yeah, so every single time that I paused right there and was, like, holding down shift and jumping, I was trying to move. That was me trying to dodge. And, yeah. Obviously, there's no active dodge in Minecraft, but that's what was going on, in case you were super curious about why I was just totally standing still and letting myself get beat on by zombies. My God, if I pulled open a random wall and just found some chromatic iron in, like, the first wall that I bit into, I would have had an actual cow. But that was just fluorite. That was just fluorite again. Oh man, that block looks like... It looks so similar. But that was some real disappointment. Me popping open that block and then seeing that. Oh, man. I'm just gonna look around here, too, because I know that... Oh, no. Goodness. You would think that I was alone. You would think that the mob cap was not being eaten up by several players right now with the amount that I'm finding. See, Random Eco knows. Randamiko, he's also facing down all the monsters right now. Hey, there's some vault stone though. That's good. But I'm gonna need some more blocks to actually get over there and gather it. And it's not like you don't need vault stone to get started either, so... I mean, this is actually like a pretty good find for me, too. So I will need to collect this for... the... Actually, I think I can gather this with my iron pickaxe, so yeah, I'll use that for this. But yeah, you need vault stone to get started with vault hunters as well. I'll need to get some of the crystals so that way I can enter some vaults. So this is just, it's good stuff to get out of the way on the first stream. Oh hey, and there's diamond. Multiple diamonds. Thank you, thank you. And lead ore. Oh, hey, and there's one there that I exposed. So, I mean, other than having to start over, this is a way better start than I had before. I'm getting a lot more of the... Oh, no! No, well, you know, I spoke too soon, I guess. I forgot, I'm in Lava Town. And there may be lava everywhere. Fortunately, I did in fact live. I mean, instead of just putting all this down, what I could actually do is just like let the water flow and then mine it that way. That's what I should be doing. But at least everything on this level seems to be safe, so I'll just mine up here first, and then I'll start worrying about the ground level, I guess. Give me your vault rocks. Give me all of the vault rocks. Yeah, I got a bit luckier with my spawn. Found some good stuff right away. Yeah. I met, while I was getting things set up, because I had to configure a couple of mods for interactive stuff, I met Aria Gaming. And Cybernetic Steve, I believe, was there too. And then, of course, as soon as I logged onto the server, I met Manly Craft, who is the server operator, I believe. At least Manly is the one that invited me, so I kind of assume an operator role. And then I very briefly met Randamiko as they were getting started. We kind of joined at almost the same time. And they are unfortunately having a lot more difficult of a time with it than I was. Okay. That gives us a nice floor to mess with. But yeah, that's all the ones that I've met so far. But, since it's a very small server, it does seem like everybody was sharing their base point, so I did the same thing, so that way we can have some visitors if somebody wants to come visit. Yeah, I agree completely, Cruiser. For those of you who are watching the VOD on YouTube, Cruiser just said that she is excited to see other people's builds and bases, and I agree completely. It's one of those things where, like, I don't... I respect that everybody else has, like, a different build style, and so I'm always excited to see what other people are doing because I just kind of assume that it will be pretty different than what I'm doing, right? And I'm not going to lie, the first thing I'm going to do is make use of all the buildings that I happen to be blessed with, but I will invariably decide I can do something different or better or whatever, and then I'll end up changing one of them, and then once I start changing one of them, then the cohesion starts to fall apart, and then I can change any of them past that point. Yeah, I mean, if other people are down, sounds like a plan for me. I would love to take a tour around other people's bases. But it will be up to the individual people if they want their base shown off or not. Some people are less into that than I am. That kind of looks like it might be it. I mean, this is just going to be fluorite again. I'm getting tricked. I'm getting tricked again. But I just really want it to be that. Okay, here. God, it's chromatic iron. We found it so quickly, guys. The vault gods have smiled on me this day. Oh, yes. Yes, feel the excitement. Oh, I'm just gonna put a big platform around this, so that way none of it falls into the lava. Whew. Sing you a song, huh? Let me see. I've got to have one that I know. I'm looking through what I'm listening to. Give me a second. Okay. This one I know fairly well. Sometimes I can't see the blue through the red. Hard to see the good through your trail of red. You say you'll do all you can to save them. Killing your own won't make you human. I want to turn this man to cinder. Circuits of fire as I remember. Again I hear a promise spoken. My rage repairs what once was broken. They lost me, forgot me, made you from parts of me. If you're the one, my father's son, then what am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be? Okay. And thank you for banning that person, Faye. Yeah, we got 52. That is plenty to get started. So I'm going to try to find my way back to the surface. And we are going to get outie. Okay, so yeah, Cybernetic Steep probably was the one with Arya. But you know, there's a fair chance that any amount of water coming down is going to connect. Watch me do dangerous things. Ah, Ender Pearl, yay! And it only almost killed me. Okay, so we'll recover a second. Yeah. Win is a win, absolutely. I'm not unhappy with anything that happened. Father called me blue. He torn my heart from my chest to give to you. I'm not broken, I'm not the break man. I was the first, I am the proto man. Oh no. Okay, so this, it did connect up to another cave. But okay. Plus we got some moss, which is the coolest part of it. And also, I'm gonna take this mushroom. And this mushroom. And this mushroom. And this iron. so now this one's... It's not leading me up. That's for sure. Or at least not up at the dramatic angle that I would like to be led up at. So we're going to dive back into the water down here. That's a mine shaft, too. Nope. Nope. Okay. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to swim this direction, because this is at least towards the base. So if I do have to slightly dig my way out, at least we're going to be like the correct direction. Oh man, I don't one hit glow squid. That's unfortunate. Give me your delicious ink. And by delicious, I just mean it's cool. Okay. Get some... Put the doors back on my bar in case I need them. Since I am kind of swimming through caves, I may suddenly need to breathe. Like right now. Everybody doing all the Minecrafty things. Start of a new server is always a bit exciting, right? And it's the same in single player. Like when you're starting a new world, you have to do like the same things roughly every time, right? But and you can tell me if you don't feel this way, but this is how I feel about it, right? Every single time I'm like, I get a little excited to revisit the early game. Like, I'm not put off by having to do the starter activities over and over again. It's one of the few reasons that I can directly point to where I'm like, Minecraft is probably like a forever game for me. Just because I don't get tired of doing like the early game activities. At least sandstone's quick to dig through. Am I right, friends? Hey! And there is the surface of the water. So, where boat? where boat? Hey, there boat. Cool. But yeah, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to stream this, because I just streamed a very similar stream not terribly long ago, and so I wasn't sure if it would be as exciting for everybody else as it is going to be for me, because obviously I'm getting to engage with it sort of firsthand, right? But ultimately, I decided, if nothing else, I would like some company while I'm doing the new setup, so thank you for coming along with me. I do always appreciate the company. But yeah, so plans plans. Obviously, some of the plans are going to be similar. You know, I have to set up like a vault area. There's going to be a storage system involved. I had just unlocked like my first couple of mods, but we'll do something a little bit different. And I'm going to take a little bit of an unorthodox maneuver here, and I'm actually going to collect a little bit of this. Oh, well, this is coarse dirt. That's no good. Not for my purposes anyways, because here's what I need it for, right? Deserts, notoriously undirted, right? So if I want to grow crops or trees or anything, right, I do need some dirt. But you know, after I run a vault or so, I will have I'll have a couple of skill points. And then if I have a couple of skill points, I can get some vein miner, and that will make collecting this dirt like a lot easier. And this is some grass like right close. So this is normal dirt. I can definitely have this. And then I can use that to grow trees and such. So we're going to get back. We're going to de-loot, quote unquote. We're going to take off all the stuff that we just got in there. We're going to complete the first couple of quests until we're supposed to be making our vault altar, and then we will get into our first vault. I'm excited. Ugh. Plus, I get another 10 levels of my favorite vault objective being guaranteed. Because, man, elixir vaults, of the 2 types of vaults I've got to experience so far, they are far more fun for me. Not that there's anything wrong with brazier vaults, because there really isn't. I'm not complaining about them. I just think elixirs are more fun, because I don't have to remember how to get back to the beginning, which I do with brazier vaults. It's their only like kind of drawback, really. So welcome back to Casa de Z. Let's try to put together stuff that I have collected, if I have stuff that will go together. Most of it will not, unfortunately, but I think I have, 2 more barrels. So let's start putting these up high instead of having these at ground level. So I got 1 shulker box, and I've got 52 chromatic iron. So let's look through the quests. So 16 chromatic iron, granted. Okay. 10 vault stone, granted. Now I got to make the altar. Oh, I need obsidian. I should have... Man, why didn't I mine some obsidian while I was down there? That would have been a really smart thing to do. That's why. Fortunately, my village happens to have some lava in it. If I can just remember which house it is. I think it's over here. Man, I even had a little bit of a warning too, and I'm feeling a little... Yeah, facepalm for sure. Definitely a big facepalm moment for me. Because several people were getting the ice bucket challenge. I mean, I think I might have even gotten the ice bucket challenge just because I found some. But I wouldn't swear to it, but it's possible. But yeah, so many people were getting the ice bucket challenge, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad everybody's getting that, yeah. I mean, that's a normal part of Minecraft. In my head, I'm like, everybody's going to the nether. It's 100%. Somewhere in this village, there is a house that has some lava. Because there was a house that was like a weird blacksmith. I mean, like, I know that there's a blacksmith in, like, a normal Minecraft village. So it's not that crazy that there would be lava. But this was, like, a weird one. Because it was set up with, like, dual blast furnaces and like 2 different areas, and both areas were like they had lava like underneath them. It was a bit strange, but it was 100% in this village, so I really just need to eliminate places I haven't already looked. So that's plants. That's not it. That's not it. So it's got to be like one of these ones up here. So let's go pretty much the opposite direction and hop back up some cliffs, and we'll find it. I am fortunate. I know it was here. I know that it was here. I definitely saw it. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Oh, food. Eat, my boy. Eat. Now, the one thing that I have not found in my very, very small, rudimentary amount of server... See, there it is. I did not find a red mushroom. This side. Oh no. It wasn't lava. It was netherrack and fire. Okay. So pivot, lava over here. Okay. Hard pivot. Hey, a chest I missed. See, it's actually just me finding small benefits. That's all that it is. It's just me finding small benefits. Blessedly, there's some surface lava just right over here from me. A little bit to the side. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Bam. Give me that sweet, sweet obsidian. Okay, now I'm going to put that down there, and then let me collect up some sand, because I'm just the type of person that's like, I've got to replace each block with another block. I can't just leave a hole in the ground. And you guys have to be okay with that. Oh my god, the water. Okay. Okay, water. Water is conceptually a good idea. But I guess you need to mine out the first one first. Because I need to be pushed along by the water after I've mined something, not... Okay. Okay, so that's the 2 that I need. And TBH, you know. A vein miner. I'll have vein miner later. And obsidian's way easier to get when you have vein miner. I mean, I should have bucket clutched that. I need to get into the habit of doing the bucket clutch. And I need to even out some of this terrain so that way it's slightly easier for me to get up here to the top. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. So, let's pop this in here. I'll actually keep that because I'll need to see what my first rock is. And then what else do I need? I need stone bricks. Which means I need a furnace. Did I loot a furnace? Find one randomly? Well, I can certainly make one. And then yeah, I got plenty of charcoal here. Might as well take up a whole charcoal while I'm looking at it. So then I need a diamond, which I definitely found some. Yep, And then honestly, so listen to me, there's not really that much difference between a leather suit and a diamond suit in this mod pack. Also, thank you for the hydrate. There's not that much difference between leather armor and diamond armor in this mod pack, which is crazy to say. In any other mod pack, right? Any other context, it's like legitimately insane to be like, oh yeah, it's the same. There's nothing different. But there really isn't. And so I don't even really think I need to get better armor to do the first vault. But yeah, there's my vaulter. And I get my free button. So then I gotta make a vault crystal. So let's just place this bad boy down here, put the button in the center as all good people do, and then pop that in there. 6 copper. I got 1. Unless I got more randomly. I got 2 copper ore. And I didn't pick up any random copper downtown. Okay. And it gave me 6, which is exactly what I need, baby. Let's fucking go. Although I don't think I have any dirt. Like, I was just talking about needing to get dirt. And I was like, oh, I'll get it later. Don't worry, me. So I'm going to have to go get some dirt. And leaves. I actually need leaves, too. Although... oh, I need 2. Is there one on this side? Hey. That dirt was just underneath there. Nobody's going to miss that. 3 sticks. Hey. Bro, is someone listening? What is going on? Leaves, though. I seriously do not have any leaves. There's none here. Unless... but I don't want to tear up my azalea. That looks so pretty. Give me, I need some shears, though, before I just rampage off on my own, because I totally would. Where is that? I just had some... oh, well, there's actually just some iron. That makes it nice and easy, but... no, okay, there it is. I was like, I know I had some raw stuff around here. I'm gonna need some shears. I might be in the good luck arc. And you know what? I'm certainly not gonna turn it down. I'm not gonna be mad at that. So that stuff was just to the south of us. But yeah, that was a crazy amount of just like random coincidences that were just like, hey, this is exactly what you need right now. Just pop open a random chest and there it is. But there's some leaves right over here, so it's not like it's incredibly difficult for me to get some. And I'll just bring home that whole little bit. I won't need more than 5 leaves for a minute. But yeah, I need to smooth this out. I need to get an easier transition up top than all this jumping. I need to make a grand staircase of some kind. Okay, and we'll pop that stuff in there. 1 leaf. And then pull out the copper and... alright, so we got our first crystal. Which gives me another shulker box to go into it with. And then it talks to me about skill points. Good. And then we've got all of the other stuff. So, craft a shard pouch, bounty hunting table. This is all stuff we'll be able to do once we get done with it. But, so the vial, can I craft one of those right away? I think it, yeah, only requires chromatic iron. Now, I can't craft the one that I had last time, because I haven't found a red mushroom, but I can craft either the goblin version or the pacifist version. And I think I'll try the goblin version. And then because I'm about to hop into a vault, I'm actually going to take some of the vault steak that I've gotten with me, so that way I'll have some like really good food to face the vault with. Now, admittedly, I have not found any glass bottles yet again. However, I don't really think that's going to be a problem for me to, you know, just get some. I don't know. I don't know where you get your glass vials from, but I don't think I'm going to have a big problem getting myself a glass vial going. Now the real deal is I'm going to have to lay a fence around this whole thing, because the server doesn't have like an exceptionally wide area. It's I think it's 3,000 in each direction is going to be the server borders for us right now. So I do have to figure out how much of this desert I actually want to make use of, and then be like, please don't mine here. Because regrettably, we don't have any kind of mining dimension. That's not in this mod pack like it is in some of the others. And of course, I'm also going to have to be, you know, somewhat conservative with how much of my desert I mine out for sand. What am I looking for? The goblin one. I need bamboo. Bamboo's in here somewhere. There it is. And then one of those chromatic iron that I just sat down somewhere, without a doubt. Absolutely. It's here. There it is. Bing, bing, bing. And of course, I'm told that making a potion doesn't keep you from using any of the other ones. You can just only use one in a vault. You can't use multiple ones. So, for my first skill point, very extremely uncontroversially, I'm just going to take heal. So that way I've got an on-demand restore a little bit of my hit points in addition to my little potion vial. And then I'll take some of the vault cobblestone to be the blocks that show me around. And then I'm going to, after this is done, or maybe I don't wait. Yeah, there we go. There's another more furnace material. Put that in there and then do this. So that way I can have a vault portal. And then we will get this going. And that gives me the polished vault stone, which is actually what I'm looking for. Now, where do I want to put it in here? This would be kind of an obvious location, right? I would have to carve out this stuff, but this looks like a good place for it anyways. I'll just have to move. I mean, I'll have to move this chest, but that's not a big deal. I'll do it like, Sort of like a foot chest for my bed, right? Some of that was just added by... There we go. Put that there. Does that one fit? Okay, good. Now, I could... Now, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Do I want... I think I'd rather step up into it than... Yeah, so we'll do this. I'll have to move that barrel too. I actually have several more chests, so that's fine. But yeah, I want to step up into it. I'm going to put some steps here at the front after I get everything like a little bit more sorted out. But I'm eager to get started. So, we're doing it. Okay. Saltside seafloor. I do like Prismarine. It's one of my favorite blocks. Ocean Palette. I just love Ocean Palette. There's a part of me that's like, I should collect some of this. But, no. Okay, so let's get started. Although that deep slate pillar also looks really good. No. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Okay, so let's see. This is our first room. Fortunately, this vault cobblestone will very much stand out. So I'm not worried about losing my way. It does look like there is an up. There is some stuff up there, but down is definitely the easier direction to go. So we'll start with this. Although I'm right back to this. Fortunately, that gave me a fairly decent amount of elixir. Looting the chest. So let's see how wooden chests do. Aw, not as good. Not as good as they did in my single player. Wooden chests for like my first 6 or 7 vaults or something like that were all lucky hits. But not as fortunate this time. That's okay. Although this is a pretty full POI. That's a nice amount of chests. And these are giving off a good bit of elixir. That's everything, right? Yeah. No, don't get distracted. You know, and that's fine. Man, this is a good POI. That I maybe can't get out of. Okay, there we go. That's cool looking. I like it. It's like, unfortunately, like very easy for me to get distracted with stuff like that. Like, it's very easy for me to be like, that looks cool, and just stare at it. No, you don't need to. You don't need to do anything. That was weird. Like, there's stuff above? That's, oh, it's like a little heart? Oof. Somebody went all out designing this one, and I am here for it. But fortunately, this is like a very easy way back out. And landed the bucket clutch. Come on now. Ooh, that guy. That guy zipped up here. Zombie children, man. Notorious run enders. I treat them like the little snakes they are. Very dangerous. Anything in here? No? Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Let me take a look. That'd be wild if there was something inside of it. That'd be wild. And you know, it's good to find out now rather than later when the time is like so much more important. When I'm trying to do lots of very specific things, I would rather spend the time now to learn. Unfortunately, it does look like we learned it's hollow, but that's okay. Like I said, I'd rather know now. It's okay. Let's see if I can land clutch again. Oh. Oh. And then I will conveniently use that to drop that off. Okay, so let's see. I came in over there, so we're going to go through this door. I mean, ultimately, I hope that I don't need to remember how to get back home, but, you know, just in case. Lodestone in here. That was a lot. That was a lot. You know, I should have. That was actually like some super solid advice that I was given. But no, I did not sit and think about what my always route would be. That is such good advice, honestly, that I should figure that out. Instead of just going wherever I feel like, I should actually figure out what my route would be and just use it every time, so that way it would be easier for me to find my way back. Get out of here. I feel like the crabs hit from very far away. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but man, crabs, they seem to hit from like 20 miles away as compared to any other mob. And I would say something about server performance, or like maybe that's just like my ping or whatever, but it was that way on single player too. Like I felt the exact same thing in single player, that the crabs hit from way further away than other stuff does. Hold on. I really thought I heard the spawning sound. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know if they have a wider than average hitbox. I just know that to me it feels like they can hit me from so far away. Okay, if I back up to here, it gives me even terrain to wipe them on. I don't know if that's some nerdy stuff, but I do occasionally feel like a little nerdy when I'm like talking about like, oh, footing and terrain and stuff like that. But hey, it's better to have the thought in your mind than just completely let the enemy just dictate terrain to you, right? Finish looting here first, and then we'll get to the other one that I opened. Oh. So let's use... I'm going to use that one for soul shards, so I'll just use this one for kind of everything else for now. Yeah, no shame in applying strategy to an encounter. That's fair. That's fair. It's not really a shame thing, just so much as I'm like, is it too nerdy that I'm like, oh man, terrain matters. I have to get a flat area. Oh man. And I knew I was gonna. There's too many slabs here. Whew. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. So let's go this way. Let's see what's in this room. Okay. Oh, that's interesting looking. A bed? Surely, I mean, like, I'm not willing to try it, but surely if you try to use a bed inside of a vault, you die, right? Like, that's a pretty common alternate dimensions you can't stew stuff in, but I've never done it, and I am certainly not going to try in my first vault on the new SMP. I just can't. If anybody knows that answer, feel free to put it into comments on the video or into the chat if you have experience with that and know how that turns out. Where's a good way down? Come on now. Here we go. Oh, there's already a crab down here. See, this guy's hitting me from like 2 blocks away. There's no need for a crab. Now you can run over there. I don't want to spawn open the whole room. Hey, and there's my free enchanting table. I guess another thing that I didn't check is, like, what is... what is the difficulty that the server's set on? I don't feel like I'm having like a much different or much harder time than I was having before, so I'm gonna say maybe normal vault difficulty. But in case you didn't know, allow me to tell you that there is a lot of settings. I have a potion? I should start using it. There's a lot of settings for customizing your Vault Hunter's experience if you would be so desirous of playing this pack yourself. So if you are the type of person that thinks, I'm very bad at Minecraft, or there's no way I could fight stuff, I would just suck the whole time, you can sort of really customize it out. There's lots of different settings for both the vault and the world. They have different difficulty selectings even. You can't, I believe, set the vault to completely passive mode, where there wouldn't be monsters for you to fight, and also you kind of wouldn't want to, since killing the monsters is where you get a significant portion of the experience, and also where you get some of the elixir for the elixir style vaults. But it would not be that crazy for you to play this even if you think you're bad, because you can probably find a sort of slidered difficulty setting that you could at least play on, right? Even if it's not like 100% super duper easy, you could probably find a setting that you could play on. I'm gonna drink my potion. Refills the mana, huh? I'll take it. 10 minutes left. I'm about 75% done, so I'm probably gonna be just fine in terms of completing this vault. Not that I'm trying to get too cocky or anything. And those coconut leaves are gorgeous, actually. That is such a good color. Surely I'm not the only one that has noticed what a lovely color those are. Let's see. Oh, there's one on the edge. I guess I should kind of mow through this. Yeah. And then we'll just drop all of these back in here. I'll put the enchanting table inside the one for soul shards. Can I? No. Okay, here come the billion hit crabs. Alright. I must have triggered this one at the same time that I triggered the other one, since there was nothing in this POI for me to fight. And I just heard another one trigger. Nothing in here, right? Yeah. That's the kind of place you gotta look for stuff to be hidden, because a lot of rooms can just be hidden like that. You don't have to get too creative with it. If you just put it a little bit out of sight like that, very few people would notice it. Yeah, I kind of heard something sort of behind this room, I think. So maybe I would say around that side, but I can't go that way. But yeah, I guess it's time to go down and pick a new room. After I deal with the entourage, because I don't want them following me around the dungeon. Okay. So, where did I come in? So yeah, we'll go through here. This is just one off. Hey, Bad Wolf. Yeah, this is a new experience for me. Like, I am familiar with Vault Hunters. Like, I've watched other people play it, but this is my first time. Or sort of my second time, I guess. I started a single player and then got invited to an SMP. And so now I'm playing in the SMP. And Cruiser, I will definitely get to that hydrate. So thank you for keeping me so well hydrated. Thank you. Are you super into Vault Hunters yourself, Bad Wolf? Is it your... Are you very experienced? I do not mind backseating if you've got any super good tips. Found a little Aussie server to play on. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Should I take from that that you yourself are an Aussie? Okay, hydrate. Aw, heck yeah. Take pride in it, girl. Get out of here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't get to do that. That's the coolest thing about this hobby and like the internet in general is just like the variety of people that you can meet. Oh, a magnet. Let's go. Let's see what our first magnet's gonna be like. Yeah, that's not too different from what my first magnet was. I'm not mad at it. My helmet broke, unfortunately. But, you know, I didn't get any good armor sort of on purpose because I knew that I would be replacing it. Oh, I'm sad. I really thought that was going to be some kind of a secret. Oh, well. But level 71, that's nice. That's a lot of advancement into the pack. You must have gotten pretty deep. Someday I will be there. I made it to, I think, level 17 in my single player before I was invited to join this. And not gonna lie, I may continue playing the single player offline myself just so I can get more knowledge about the pack. But anything I do on here, I will try to keep to stream. Other than random building. Yeah, actually, the SMP that I'm playing on is sort of addressing that, right? With some of the new rules. Bad Wolf says you run through so much armor. That was the comment for the VOD viewers who don't get to read that stuff. Yeah, so this server introduced both a level cap. So we're kind of gated, so we definitely will get to a point where we'll have to stop for a minute. And then also, we're doing half experience. So So that way we get to spend some more time with each individual, like, level. We won't so quickly out-level everything. Okay, that's it there. As much as I did jump down here, I don't know if I saw a lodestone. Oh, well, there's one. Okay, I'm fine. Continuing the loot fest. Ooh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Nothing behind there. Okay. All right. That was a good room. Hard to be upset with that loot. Green is good. Green is good. Yeah, that's almost exactly what we're planning. But yeah, woo! Feel good. Passing that first vault. 13,000 experience. That is roughly about as half of what I got in my very first vault. I want to say like 27,000. So I did about as good as I've ever done. Oh, sweet skill points though. That's the best part. Oh, it's the best part. So let's come out here and grab 3 levels of vein miner. So that way I can actually be able to do some stuff. And then I think I was rocking 2 levels of heal before, so we'll just upgrade to that just so I've got it. I won't be thinking about something different than what I should have. I'm unfamiliar with warded vaults. What do they do? Badwolf says that they use warded vaults after level 20, unless wanting to alter them. I am unfamiliar with the term. So we'll set that down for a second, and we'll kind of get ourselves a little bit diluted here. Let's set that down. I think in one of these chests I had like some chests that I had just already looted. There's one. They add Afterlife, aka they keep Beginner's Grace, and it just costs you the Vault Rock surrounded by iron. Okay, alright. Good to know that that's pretty easy to do if I want that. Okay. I'm just going to do some of this so that way I've got some slightly organized storage. Great way to go if you're hesitant to lose your gear, can't buy it back if you die. Yeah, good shout. Okay, rocking pretty good there. So now, with all of these starting materials down, first things first, I completed my first vault. So that gets us a sword and a shield that we can roll. In addition, we also collected these items, so let's get these rolling. It's going to be a straight upgrade no matter what, because we don't have anything at the moment. Okay, so we got a couple of good items. We got an Omega Sword, which I think 10 damage is actually... Yeah, that's a max roll on damage on the implicit. And I'm not saying that we got a Cutlass in a Pirate Vault that was Omega, but we got a Cutlass in a Pirate Vault that was Omega. But no, I have not looked up the new recipe for the Knowledge Brews. 10% tank damage, dungeon damage, horde damage, 30% of attack damage dealt as a sweeping hit. That's also a max roll. And some additional attack range. I'm not mad at that at all. That's a pretty good sword. I'm going to tell the server mates about it. Guys, I'm not saying I got a Cutlass. No, hold on. You love chaining? Yeah, so here's the thing. I know a lot about modded Minecraft. Does it hurt to sit on that horseshoe? I know a lot about modded Minecraft, but I do not know a lot about Vault Hunters, and especially the gear. I've seen people play it, and every time that they have been like, oh, I'm making a new build, and I'm doing some new gear, I try to follow along, like I kind of see what they're talking about, but it's all new to me. So let's see. For the shield, we got 6 block chance, 3 health, 18% soul quantity, and effect avoidance. That's almost max roll on effect avoidance. 6% block. That's not better, so this will definitely be the shield for now, at least. The boots are just going to be an upgrade no matter what, because I don't even have good boots, let alone any kind of vault boots. Although, it's so funny, right? Because the 2 items that I rolled that were off of completing the quest, right? They came out as level 4, but the other ones are all level 0 because the vault was a level 0. Did not think it worked that way, but hey, you know, I'm not mad at it. The wand does Chilling Cloud and ability power. Los Zapatos. Hey, what's the name of that? What's the name of that client-side mod? I might need to take a look at that. I'm getting some tips, guys, for VOD viewers who don't know what's going on. I'm getting some insider knowledge here. We're probably gonna ditch all of that now. And I'm gonna pop this in here. You're enchanting uwu. What can I roll? Okay. Alright. VHAT. V-hat can I roll? Okay. So that will get me the Vault Enchanter, right? Yeah, 2 chromatic iron blocks. I've got all that. Oh, and also the crate. Gosh, I got so into it that I just completely forgot there's like more stuff. Okay, so an axe that I'm not going to use, but sure, I'll look at it. Okay, so compare. I mean, that's not going to be better. Assassin. I mean, Healing Cloud sounds fun. Can't have extra damage and chaining together on it. Nice, okay. That's arguably better. That's at least one more armor, more effect avoidance. It loses out on the item rarity. But yeah, I'll take those. And the hat's going on no matter what, but 5 armor, 3 health, 13% effect avoidance, mono regen. That's not bad. I'm not mad at it. Let's put that on. And then I got the augment for it. That's cool. Okay. You got a 7 chaining axe once, but it's so hard to aim and hit. A sword is so much less vintage to hit with. I agree. So, I mean, like, I saw somebody mention it, like a random Reddit thread or something like that. I saw someone mention that where they were like, is there any reason that you ever switch off to an axe from a sword or whatever was like the general thread? And people were like, yeah, no, I don't do that. And I'm like, all right, fair. So where did I stuff that chromatic iron? Give me out the 18 that I need. And then 2 emeralds and a book. 2 emeralds. Did I put the books in with the villagers because that seemed like a villagery thing? No. There we go. Basically, you can have higher base damage, and with chaining, it can be brilliant, but you have to be so precise. Probably not for me, then. You know? I mean, like, I know that you guys saw me inside of there landing a bunch of those jump crits on some of those mobs. I know you saw it, but that was the mystique. That was the luck of streaming. It was nothing to do with, like, actual skill of any sort. So, okay, I'll put this over here because this feels like a this side of the room type thing. And then, yeah, let's put some looting and unbreaking on the sword. Get that going, and then we'll enchant the 2 pieces of armor we have so far. And of course, it's the 2 that require the most enchanting. But that's fine. Hey, and you know what? They're both... Oh, no, that's a Grizzly set. This is Druid set. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not just me. It's always nice to learn that you're in good company. I am familiar with the Rose Thorn Ivy. I have recently become acquainted with it. So I'm gonna take some of this stuff out. Put it over here so that way I can put the villager-ish type things in there. No, for real, yeah. I feel like I have to be, at least for now. Like, eventually, will I be able to do something like that? Where I can have my, you know, I can maybe consider taking off a shield. It's possible, but I'm not at all right now that type of person. So I'm also just going to go ahead and pop Give me back those. Silk touch, efficiency, unbreaking, and mending. There we go. So I am an enjoyer. Oh, it's nighttime. I can't rest now. There are monsters. Where are there monsters that are close enough that I can't sleep? It must be outside. There we go. I am an enjoyer of magic stuff in general. It's always been like my favorite kind of archetype. So I'm always the one that's like, I want to engage with that. And I know that there are some pretty solid magic skills available. And so I will probably be looking at doing some kind of a mage build eventually, but I have to learn more about the game before I can make that sort of decision. That Enderman teleported like he's already triggered or mad. No, okay, good. I mean, he's about to be, because I'm about to, assuming he doesn't teleport too far away immediately. We're gonna squab, you and I. I don't turn down Ender Pearls at the beginning of the game. I just don't. Yeah, maybe totems. Totems? That's a kind of magic-y thing. I'm definitely not staring at you conversationally with a glazed look in my eyes. You can't get rid of the Endermen? Here's my thing about it too, right? I really hate, like legitimately hate that Endermen pick up blocks. Because you can't build out of natural materials if that's the case. Because they'll just pick them all up. Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've been like, I want grass at my base. And Endermen have been like, oh, please, allow me to ruin that for you. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get on the combining stuff train a little bit early. For real. For real. Well, they do stop them from spawning in the range, but they don't stop them from spawning and then coming into the range. That's how they get you. And then I'll put this in here too. So let's see if we can get another one going. Are we gonna be... Why is it never, like, even remotely in the first place that I look? I'm so disorganized already. Like, I got started on a very... like, I should have organized I'm going to look through these 10 chests over and over again, and eventually I will find the vault rocks that I'm looking for. They are here somewhere. You know, fair. VOD viewers, Bad Wolf Girl 10 says, is it even Vault Hunters if you don't get overwhelmed by your starter loot? Which, that's for sure big Vault Hunters mood. I need 3 more leaves. 2 more dirt. Which I don't want to pull any more out of here, so since I don't have any, and now I have Vein Miner, I'm going to go step out here and probably destroy this whole southern area. Just real quick. No big deal, don't worry about it. Let's get right up here on the top. Oh, that feels nice. God, I love Vein Miner. It's just the best mod that's ever been made. It's good in every pack. You should never not have Vein Miner. I really don't think I should have to spend vault skill points on it, but you know, it's fine. I'm not mad at it. I will do it anyways. And you know what? I'm not 100% I won't need pumpkins sometime soon. So, you know, while I'm here. Go ahead and place your bets that my next crystal definitely requires pumpkins because I gathered some and I'm just being really lucky tonight. Go ahead and put your bets in. Picking up everything that drops because I don't like leaving stuff behind. Okay, so let's take this dirt and get this next crystal going. Okay. And I didn't need this much dirt, but you know. And then a single stick. A singular stick. Something astonishingly straightforward, but does not exist. No, I only need one. Go break a bush. Yeah, fair. I mean, like, I've got wood. It's not a big deal. I just think it's funny that it's a singular stick. Welcome, those of you that have joined from Lothar's stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Magma Monkey, congratulations on your first chat. And from the raid, thank you so much for raiding in. We are completing our second vault crystal. That's what we're currently doing objective-wise. And now, I will be incredibly nice, and we'll just get it out of the way. Pumpkins, yes or no? No pumpkins. But still, that's a pretty easy crystal, so I'm not upset about it. Okay. Oh, you know what I did, though? I did not bring any of my shulker boxes in. Shucks. But we are sort of blessed that this vault has wood in it. So if I find shulker shells, I can make some. Okay. So I will go ahead and collect this just to have it. So that way if I need it, I'll be ready. Path. Yes, we have discussed this. What should my default path be? I mean, I always loot the room that I spawn in. So, I mean, I got that to start off with at the very least. What I was doing last vault, and it did seem to be working somewhat, was I was alternating left and right. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be my standard path. We're still discussing, it's a discussion from a previous stream, for those of you who were not here for that. Do you take a default path? Always straight up the vault and then go one left and head back parallel to my original path. Not a bad one to take either. And especially as compared to my thoughts of like alternating left and right, that would keep you from, you wouldn't have to think about it, right? Because that's the downside to having some kind of coordinated path like that, is that I would probably have to spend time thinking about it. Did I go left last time or did I go right last time? Manly always goes left, then loop back to the portal when I hit the end. Also not a bad one. Oh, pair of leggings, eh? You know what? I don't have leggings. We'll just put them on. And we'll assess how good or not good they are after we're done. But, I mean, they came out common. That's at least... I mean, that's not going to be the lowest possible thing. Right? Hello, Dolphner. Yeah, when Manly, Beans, and I vaults together, Manly would go left, I would go straight, and Beans would go right. Hey, yeah. That's good for each person to have their own path, right? if we do some combo vaults, I'll have to figure something out because I don't want to be I don't want to be running into the rooms that everybody else has already rampaged through, right? So okay, I'll go straight this time. Coin bile's given a lot of elixir. Ooh. I sure didn't mean to vein mine out that upside down mushroom, but you know, let me just hit these coins and then I'll... Generally, we use straight for anybody who doesn't have a compass. That's kind of cool, actually, to have a built-in thing for somebody who is less aware or prepared. Maybe that'll just be what I'll have to do. I'll just be the noob. Take the noob path, quote unquote. Oh, cool. Some gifted subs handing out. There's a hype train going? Well, choo-choo, guys. If you got gifted a sub, feel free to shoot some thanks at the person that did the gifting. Feel free to spam the chat with your new emojis. Chaining's working out. I'm not mad at, or not chaining, sweeping edge. Hey. Let's take a minute. Hey. I'll take it with me for now. I do. You're right. I gotta be honest, like, I'm so hyped to play that I just immediately jumped into another vault, but I was literally planning on that. As compared to my first time playing, where it took me forever to even find any red dye, as I was exploring the world, I actually stumbled across some poppies out in the wild, and then was like, yes, let us go ahead and take these and be prepared. I was actually way more on the ball than I was the first time that I played. And then, you know, have immediately not been on the ball. I mean, like, just right away. Just as soon as I started playing, I stopped being on the ball. Yes, feel free, please, to everybody. And Cruiser threw some bits. Thank you for throwing the bits out. I didn't notice that right away, but I really do appreciate that. Very kind of you. But yes, feel free to shout at me once we get done with the vault. Tell me all of the vault prep things that I surely need to do that I have surely not done. Now, I will say this for Vein Miner. One thing I'm very glad about is that it does not take up mana. It is so nice that it does not cost any mana to use. Because that could have been very easy for them to do. So I'm happy that that is not the case. Thank you. Hey Manly, since you're here in the chat, or at least here for a second longer maybe, what is the vault difficulty set to? Is it just normal? Also, everybody feel free to open up your Hype Train rewards if you got any of them. Whew. Hard to be mad about getting vault doors. That's for sure. Although I gotta admit, that last POI in this one, pretty low on actually having anything in them. And that's when I find out that there's like actually some kind of a hidden thing where it's like, oh yeah, if you just do this, like if I go through the wall or something, there'd be something hidden behind it. That would be my luck. Like talking trash and then it's like, oh yeah, no, totally. If you just go through here. That's just regular stones. So now down. Really weird that the skeletons seem to have more hit points than the zombies, and I'm pretty sure that they're the, like, assassin mob, quote unquote. Oh, that's it, huh? Just the one? Alright. Thanks, bud. But I mean, like, I got 12 minutes left and I'm already done with the vault, so I am not upset with that at all. This has been a nice vault. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter which direction I go anymore as long as I don't double back on myself. No, they just suck. Oh, that looks nice. Giant shit down here. What spawned? It must be down. It must be down. That's the only thing I'm close enough. So I see a lodestone down there, and I don't think that this is going to be the last room that I go to, but I am going to hit up first, at the very least. If I can. If there is an up that I can even hit. There we go. Maybe I can go up this side. Let me get rid of some of this junk. There we go. Got one more shulker shell, so if I get one more, I can go ahead and make another shulker since I completely forgot all mine. That's like a giant cannon? Okay. The weird thing in the middle is my favorite POI is that a lot of page which I need for my base. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did, Bag Wolf. I will take all of the tips that you have given me and try to push them into improving my knowledge for the future. So, Dovner, you are talking about the ship, right? That's the thing that has all of the mob heads that you need for your base? Get cobweb, sucker. Weird that there's just like the one. That makes me think that I should like break into some of these. Yeah, that's what's up. Don't you try to trick me into thinking that there's no loot. Can I? Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Nothing there, okay. What do you need? Is it the cannonballs, or is it the skulls, or is it both? An unidentified focus. An unidentified vault axe. Oh my god. Get out of your seeds. Oh, my shulker's full. I should ram it? No, that sounds... Take it, okay. I was like, come on now. Are you trying to trick me? I'm brand new. I'm brand new, my friend. Since it's from Quark, I would halfway expect it to actually explode. It's all good, my friend. But I'll tell you what, assuming I don't have to lose the space to pick up something that I consider terribly important here, I'll bring this out and we can do something. I mean, I might just give them to you, but like if you have some spare chromatic iron or some noob resources that you think I might find useful, I always take the donation. I'm really hopeful that I'll find another shulker shell. To that end, let's move on to our next room. We've only got 5 minutes left. Give me out one of these. Okay, lodestone just dead center, so that's nice. Let's go down first, because I can't hop down to the lodestone from here. Oh, so I'm holding on to like some plating that I don't need. Ooh, that Depth Strider's so nice. I'm not gonna say best enchantment, but high up there. High quality, top tier. You know, I'm not gonna get another shulker shell before I am just trying to get out of this vault. But that's okay, you know? It's okay. I got plenty of shulkers at home. And honestly, I should just go ahead and start looking at how much pouches are to make. 3 minutes left. Let's try to hit the top of this room. Aw, thanks, Lunar. I mean, admittedly, I am not worried about getting out of this vault. I'm just annoyed with myself that I forgot something so basic as my whole loot storage mechanism. Oh, right, yeah, you get your first quest from that. So actually, if I just knock one of those out, I will get one. Okay, I do have these candlesticks. Yeah, there we go. Goodness. You know, and then you get cocky. You start talking crap. And then the vault's like, oh, you're not worried, are you? SMH. SMH, SMH. Hey, there's my second... There's my second one, though. Oh, but I'm like, I mean, like, everything I have is full. Wow. That was, that wasn't surprising at all, or anything. Okay, back to looting. No problem. I'm not gonna say that my heart is in my throat, but that's exactly what I'm saying, actually. That's 100% what happened. Oh my god. That was such a stupid thing to do. Just, like, sit there and be like, oh, I'm perfectly fine. There's no trouble here. Jeez. Jeez. Okay. Whew. Tectrix, party on, Wayne. Thank you. You and I should chat? Well, fine, my friend. Please elucidate me with all of the, no doubt, legendary things that you have to talk to me about. I have so much to learn. Hydrate, yes. Good idea. A little bit of Gatorade. Oh my god. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. Calm down. My two favorite Minecrafters PC people should get together and take over the world. I mean, who among us met with such a straight line would not be like, no, I'm down. I am, you can totally find me on Discord. I believe all my handles and stuff are still in there. Feel free to shoot me a DM. Unless you really want to... Oh, okay. Faye sent you. Wonderful. It'll be very easy for you to find me then, because she definitely has me. So what was our legs? We had 3 armor, 2 ability power, and those stats. So that, I mean, like, that's not a great set of legs. It's the lowest implicit armor roll, lowest implicit ability power. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and we don't have anything right now. Yeah, I think we gotta go that one. So, man, we're looking very animalistic. The pants are, like, the only thing that's not. We got druid feet, which look kind of like bear paws. We've got a grizzly head, which definitely looks like a bear head. And then we've got a deer chest plate, so we've got lots of fur and horns and stuff rampaging on there. And then we got crusader pants, which do not measure in at all, but you know... You know? No, of course. Tech. Absolutely. Reach out to me whenever you want to. I love the introduction. And if you're coming from Faye, I know you're good people. So please reach out. Someday I'll feel comfortable enough to even think about using not a shield. Someday. And then, you know, I'm just gonna There's so many. I was just trying to find a place to put this up real quick, but I really don't need it anywhere. Tech, you go get some sleep. Rest up before the domination of the world begins. Okay, so before we get to anything else, no more vaults until we have a shard pouch, a regular pouch. Let's go. Okay, so first off, shard pouch. Wool, string, ender pearls. So none of this will be a problem. I have all this except for the wool. But I can definitely get that because there's even some sheep like in this village. Like I'm pretty sure they're directly beneath me actually. Yep. Give me your wool. Your delicious, delicious wool. It's weird to call wool delicious. Okay, and then I definitely... There will be poppies in this somewhere. Let's go. And then... Double let's go. Okay, there's that. Now I need an ender pearl, which will also be in here somewhere. Very fine. 2 gold nuggets, and then a piece of string. A piece of string. I definitely... It would be so weird to not have string. Oh, Dolphner. Yes, I see your question. Yes, the server is on half experience. I don't have any string. Okay, I got some flax though. I killed a couple of skeletons. Surely I have some amount of bones? There we go. Okay. Karai. Okay. So that should be, bam, everything we need. We're up to 1,000. Not bad. Not bad. Lothar, enjoy your sleep, my friend. We will see you on the server another time. I feel like I don't need this much vault stone. Oh, the other thing that I made pretty quick and felt really good about was the coin pouch. That may be distinctly harder for me to make, though. I don't know if I have... I mean, like, I definitely have all the stuff. Assuming that I have the, stuff to make the bundle. the lowest thing in terms of, like, vault materials is the thing that I'm most worried about being able to craft. But I do think I have 2 rabbit hide. Let's fucking go. I grabbed one less magic silk than what I needed. Well, no. Okay, there we go. And where's all the coins? Their coin. I don't think I had any before. Yeah, that's the first vault where I found coins. So that's the sum total of my money right now. Which is lovely. Okay, and then completing that gets me my first shard pouch. Or my first pouch. Ding, ding. And then let's go in here, and I'm going to... Oh, what? There's no settings to load. Interesting that didn't load with the server files like it does with the single-player world. See, when I loaded up this pouch in my single-player world, there was like several settings that I could scroll through that enabled me to just be like, oh yeah, all the vault loot or all the garbage decor items or whatever. And I don't see that now. So, I mean, scroll wheel on the bottom one? Now that's export. It's this one normally. And doing this one lets me change the name of the slot, but it's still just a slot. It's just not there. It's just, the server missed it. It's not a big deal. I mean, like, I should probably tell Manly about that, though, just in case he expects that to be there. But one of the things I was getting at is that I could put this in here and be like, that's one thing I definitely don't need. You can definitely void that. Void overflow. And then match backpack contents for pickup. Yeah, I mean, like, it's supposed to be something that's loaded by default with the thing, but I don't know if it's, I've never done a server of Vault Hunters, I've only played single player, but normally it's here. Like, you just click on backpack settings, and then you can scroll up and down on these, this load settings button, but it says there's no settings to load. Maybe it's me. I mean, it's also possible that I messed something up with my client, or maybe the latest update, the, like, 3.18.1 changed something? I mean, like, there's so many different possibilities. It could not even be on the server. It's entirely possible that it's something else. But okay, let me get these cannonballs and these gunpowder sacks out. Oh. That one little husk is like, no. Oh, somebody's fighting the husk for me. Somebody's right outside my base. Nice. But I gotta set these aside. Let me grab out this chest. I'm gonna put it right here at the door. Maybe. Right, I'm not crazy. It was Dolph that was asking for that, right? Yeah, okay, good. Cool, I put the right person on there. It's right here at the entrance, Dolph. So yeah, but I mean, like, I don't have, it's not like I have a chest break or anything, so this is just me getting rid of vault cobblestone at the moment. Although I should actually put some vault cobblestone in there too, which I do have some, blessedly. Cool. There we go. And I can just throw that on there. And sleep through the night. So okay, that's the stuff that I meant to get started. But let's look and see what does another just another pouch cost. I have definitely used up all of my shocker shells, and I don't. There's no chance I have that much Larimar. Because this is the first vault where I say that. If I was to build like a fortune pick, sticks, there we go. And then unbreaking and efficiency. And I've got to get villagers going so that way I can start having emeralds. Oh! Okay, well, cool. I gotta be honest, this being my first night on the server, I did not know who all was involved. So I regret that I may have inadvertently offended. As though I was including you in something that you were not included. I apologize for that. But, yeah, let's see how much Larimar we can get. Okay, good. I'm glad that I did not inadvertently offend. So, with a quick Fortune 3, we got, out of 40 ores, 64 and 8. Not terrible. Not terrible. So to get... That's how much I would need for 2 more pouches. Hello, my friend. See, I push to talk on, so I have to, that way nobody hears me endlessly babbling on the server. Because I'm very prone to babbling, as you may or may not have realized. The babble is strong with this one. So let's grab out the wood, the carbon, and the silk, and the knowledge. All that can be compressed. Carbon, silk, and cake. Cake can also be compressed. There we go. Just got to take care of all of the loot. Although maybe I should keep the Larimar and I should keep the more like rare, important stuff, and notably the stuff that does not compress in a separate area. Bounty pearls, they don't compress. Neither does vault essence. Neither does silver. Scrap. There we go. So now I've got like just the tiniest bit of organization, so that way I can pop over here and be like, boop and boop. But yeah, having just looked through it, I can safely say that, yeah, I definitely do not have any other shulker shells. It'd be cool if there was like an alternate craft here that was like 2 shulker boxes. I would even be cool losing the chest to the additional craft. But yeah, I'll have it for when I get done. So I can take these 3 with me. I mean, I'll probably only need 2 of them though, because I've got the coin pouch and also the shard pouch. And then I'm going to put up my fortune pick, take the silk one with me, although I do need to repair it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so next crystal, 6 seeds, 4 stone of any kind. Dude, my chat's not quiet. What are you even talking about? Ban. Stupid robots. One iron and 5 sticks. One iron, 5 sticks. The amount of times that I'm just like pulling exactly what I need out of here though is kind of amazing to me. It's still going. All right. One more vault. Although, what should I spend my skill points on? That's real easy, actually, because I know it's dash. It's 2 points a dash, for sure. I was already missing it in that last point, the number of times that I had to hop up. And then, as for expertise, I'm totally going to do what I did last time, because what I did last time was great. Where is it? Lucky Altar. Boop. 10% chance to not have to make crystals. Sounds great. It's simple. It's straightforward. There's no reason to be mad at it. Okay, and here we go. So we got an elixir and the Glimmer Grove Spring Edition. This is lovely. Oh, terracotta. Purple terracotta and stripped crimson actually go together pretty well. Look at that. It's so dark that you wouldn't think, but then if you combine it with like a darker stone like black stone or deep slate, I don't think this looks as good connected. I mean, gray goes with everything. That's just how it is. Gray goes with everything. But I think this looks better. That looks better against that. I like that. I get lost on stuff like this. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, for real, the builders of the vaults are talented with a capital T. I hear a spider, and actually, I've never heard a spider in a vault, and that's got me slightly worried. Slightly worried. Not a single Vaultor. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's a little sneaky black opal there. Oh, and it's so nice to be having those just getting voided. Although, allow and allow overflow. Okay. Oh, that's the way I came from. If you're thinking, man, it looks like it's easy to get lost inside of a vault, for those very few of you in my chat who have not played, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's very easy. At least for me. I'm pretty directionally challenged. Again, not a single vaultor. Lame. Can I climb this? I think I can. I think I just have to be up higher. Oh, yeah. God, I love Dash. Again, I wouldn't claim it's the most useful skill, but it's certainly up there. No. There's another one that was just like up there? Come on now. Okay, just dash out. Just dash out. What am I doing? Oh, because that's even the wrong tool. That's terracotta. Oh, man. No, I'm definitely a pro. 100%. Don't worry about it. I'm just over here trying to mine terracotta with an axe. Don't worry about me. Also, the sound of these leafy boys, very reminiscent of creepers. Hope there's no vault where they and creepers are both in the same vault. I don't know if that's coming across in the stream as well, but I can tell you from having it directly in my ears that that little sound that they make as if their leaves are rustling, which is totally a good sound for them. I'm not talking any kind of negativity here, but yeah, that kind of shifting leaf sound does make it sounds a lot like a creeper hiss to me. I think is that everything for this room? I think it's weird I never found the spider, but you know, that's fine. I don't care that I didn't find the spider. Maybe it wasn't a spider that I heard. Creepers and those horses can't be together. I didn't know that horses existed in the vault. Oh. You have to be able to laugh, guys. Especially when you do a big goober mistake like that. But okay, Dolphiner, I get what you're saying, yeah. I'm glad. I'm legitimately glad to hear that. Because I'm telling you that I would absolutely mistake their sound and be like, oh no, I am under creeper duress. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. I mean, you just saw me shoot myself right over the edge of a whole POI. Nobody here is standing on airs and pretending to be better than anyone else. Okay, let's grab up all these ores into one and then ditch this. Hey, a peony. Peony? Peony. Not peony. Yeah, I don't have either of those yet. That is... Hold on. This is a half lilac, half peony. Bruh. Screen cap. Screen cap. That's cool. I'm happy to have found that. A secret spot. That probably means that it was a secret spot in the other room that I missed. But I mean, like, honestly, so like in a completely like legitimate discussion about it, horses probably are possible to be in the vaults, right? Because I mean, like, technically, I'm pretty sure that I have heard it said from the creator of the pack, right, that any mob that spawns in the vault will try to kill you. And so if... Oh, no, I did not make that at all. Get a drinky drink. So any mob that did spawn in the vault would be trying to kill you. So if horses did spawn in the vault, you'd have to fight them. So not that crazy to think that it might exist. Man, we're doing good though. 15 minutes left and we've only got like maybe 20% of our elixir left. That's good. The vault gods, they continue to favor us. We shall show them the proper deference and still maintain our ability to go back home if we need to. We have learned the ways of humility. We do not take their gifts for granted. Windar shows me favor this night. As does Valara. And as does the other two that I definitely know. At request from Dolphner, I've got my F3 open for a minute. So I don't know. I'm definitely fighting more horde mobs in this one. But it does feel like the horde mobs that were in the previous dungeons were, like, significantly more difficult than these horde mobs. Like, I don't know if it's just me or if it seems that way on the video, but, like, I am icing these mobs. Like, I'm screwing up left and right, and I am absolutely killing them. Did I go down? No, I see a spawner. Where's the secret entrance? I hear a mob on the other side of this wall. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, honey block. Okay, I just came up underneath it, I guess. Wild. Let's go, Magma Monkey. Get an upgrade. Oh. Some pipe in there. Slime bro. Slime bro. Why are you trying to push me down, slime bro? Although I'm getting fairly full, so let me strength, the amount, and so on changes from vault to vault. If you look up the augment in JEI, you can find the theme that your vault's in, and you can hover over and see the stats for all mobs. Okay, nice. Gives you kind of like a relative knowledge of the strength of what you'll face in any given biome. That's good to know. That is good info. I don't know how much I'll be able to practically make use of it, but that's good to know. That sounds like one of them things that advanced players would be able to make use of. 9 minutes left, and I have already completed the elixir. Oh, so lucky. So lucky to get such good... I went up first in this one, right? Or did I? I didn't, actually. No, I did. Okay, good. I think this is even where I came down. Because I tried to clutch that and didn't. Or did. I did the first time. So, okay, continuing on the straightforward path. Yes. Yes, I have checked it, but it is cute. You're enchanting Uwu. I just don't turn down free enchanting tables. At the moment. I'm sure there's going to be at least one more thing that requires an enchanting table other than the Vault Enchanter. Surely. Oh, and look at that Vault Bronze just leap directly into my coin pouch. Oh. So the next thing that I'll need to do is figure out how the tool stuff works. And start looting vaults properly by just running up and breaking everything. Hi, guys. That was a nice amount of essence. But I love the pouches. I love not having to manage that at all. Just keep these with you and you won't ever have to worry about it again. What a brilliant idea. Okay, so that was up. Ooh, that looks interesting. Like a little mini geode of some kind? That's crazy looking. Where do I go down at? Like a skull ghost? That looks cool though. I continue to be impressed by the builders. Just happy you can vein mine them. So I wonder if this is going to be like, is this some kind of special spawner? Kinda, because it spawned them like all around me, I guess, instead of just in the center where the skull is. That is so cool looking. Placeholder, objective. Ah, okay, I don't get it. Since I've got a pretty decent amount of sweeping, I guess I should actually stop jump critting so that way it will multi-target. Because this sword does have like a 30% sweep. And for those of you who did not know, you will not activate either the Vanilla Enchant Sweeping Edge or the Vault Sweeping Chance if you do the jump crits. Dolphner, thanks for hanging out so long, buddy. I hope you have an excellent, excellent evening. It is so weird that this is not like a loot thing. Really? No loot? Why no loot? Disappointing. So cool looking for no loot. Maybe it normally has loot and I just got unlucky. So let's... I'm at a dead end. Okay. Another half and half plant. Lodestone. Lodestone down, okay. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta let go of the greed. Sometimes you gotta let go of it. You can't just be super greedy all the time. But all right. Okay. So that's, is that my third vault? I think that's my third vault. We got another magnet. Let's go ahead and roll that. And then sort and sort. 8 pull speed, 3.1 pickup range. Man, I can't get a max pickup. I have not seen a max pickup range one yet. Although getting item rarity on it, and it does have more pull speed, and it has more durability. I'll switch. Oh, wait, let's set the crate down. And then I'm going to put this junk over here, because that's yellow pastel and yellow concrete powder. That's something that I like picked up in the vault instead of something that I meant to pick up in the vault. Regrettably, well, maybe not. Maybe after I find out what's in the loot pouch, right? Okay, no. I got 7 shulker shells, so I can make 1 more pouch. So I need 2 of those. What else? Magic silk block and 2 vault diamonds. 2 vault diamonds and magic silk block. Bam. All right. And then I'm going to put that on there. And then the one that I press B to open will be the one that's not like a trash bag. Because this one's just a trash bag. That's all this one is. That's all that one's ever going to be. It's just a trash bag. So there's Vault Ores. We'll just keep that together. Got a decent amount. Tubium, Pizzanite. Got very little Painite, Larimar, and Beniatite, but I got 1 Black Opal, 1 Ashium, 3 Alexandrite. Nothing to be upset about, you know? And then I got a Peony and a Lilac here. So that way I have those in case I need them for vault stuff. And we'll grab all this out. And we'll begin the craft down. And the cake. That's more cake. That's it. That's it. And pop that in there. I'm gonna put those books in there too. The driftwood planks, I kept those. Excelentes. Let's see, we got the crate. Ooh. An Epic Plus Vault chest plate. Some leggings, a wand, and some booties. And we did get the augment. So I can see what you were talking about here. Yeah, if you look at the stats on each augment, right, you can see that in the Salt Shade Seafloor theme, the perk is that there's more corn piles and they're bigger. But you can see that the crabs have 1 attack, 3 health, 1... I don't know what you would call that. 1 golden thing, and they also have a crossed swords and a shield. If I hold shift over this, does it... No, it doesn't explain it any further. Maybe it's in the book. You know, there's like a vault book that you start the game with. It's probably in here. Yeah. So, you've got a quest book, which you never need because you can just... There's a keybind for opening up the quests. But then you also have this book here that explains to you some stuff about Vault Hunters. And if I come over here, will I find augments? So it didn't have anything that was like a very explanation version of the augments. So maybe it's on the way, you know? It's getting updated all the time. But let's look at this gear that we just got. We have a pair of vault boots, which do have the same armor as what I have. A little bit less effect avoidance, a little bit less everything else. Yeah, those are just not for me. And then we got this wand, which is an offhand that's soulbound immediately, and it's got +1 level to Nova, 6% increased ability power. It has a middle of the road ability power roll, and it's a lunar staff. I bet that looks cool though. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool looking. Okay, and then we got some leggings that are... I mean, that's increased attack damage, which is nice. Almost a max roll. Item rarity. Same armor, same ability power. They are the Rusty Raider set, so they would... Yeah, they don't match my current theme any better. 8% increased attack damage, though. I mean, that's how I'm doing everything right now, so that's worth putting on. And then the chest is... I mean, less armor. I mean, way less armor because I actually had a plus armor on my prefixes. But more health and increased attack damage. I think I'd rather keep what I have. That's pretty good, though. And then a jewel pouch, which we'll put in there for now until we get to some tool crafting. But guys, that is going to be it for me tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you're watching on the VOD, please feel free to like the video. Give me a follow on Twitch, YourBuddyZ. Subscribe to the YouTube, that's at YourBuddyZ. All my VODs get put up on YouTube. And yeah, we will be doing some more of this for sure. Feel free to answer the question of the day in the comments on YouTube if that is where you're watching it. Thank you all for hanging out with me for so long. Thank you for all the tips that you have given me tonight. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Everybody, this is YourBuddyZ signing off.